Good morning, dear student. I am Vikram Singh, Assistant Professor, Department of Commerce from Mewar University. Today, in this class, we cover ratio analysis. Under ratio analysis, we cover profitability based ratio. Now, these are the contents for regarding this lecture. Under this, we cover concept of analysis of profitability. It is based on sales and based on capital. Then profitability ratio based on sales under GP ratio, operating profit ratio, different particular expenses ratio, net profit ratio. After that, profitability based on capital. Under this we cover return on investment, return on capital employed, return on net worth, return on equity shareholder fund, return on total assets. This is the contents for regarding this topic. Now let's start one by one. Analysis of profitability based on sales and based on capital. Listen, profitability refer to the ability to earn profit. It is just simple. Profitability means it is ability to earn profit. This profitability depend on quantum of sales and use of financial resources. So it can be calculated on the basis of profitability based on sales and profitability based on capital. Now let's start first profitability based on sales. When we talk about profitability based on sales, it means here we consider our trading account and profit and loss account. It is based on financial results. Now the first ratio, gross profit ratio. Gross profit ratio you can calculate through applying this formula, gross profit divided by net sales multiply 100. Now this higher ratio, the greater will be margin, and lower the ratio, the profit is declining in the comparison to sales. It means higher ratio it is good for a business. Now the second, operating ratio. For calculation of this operating ratio, the formula is operating cost divided by net sales multiply 100. Now listen carefully. We have cost of goods sold. Under this cost of goods sold, if you add operating expenses, this is our operating cost. Operating expenses means what? It is recurring expenses. It is repetitive expenses. It is also operational expenses. Suppose salary expenses. Every month business pay salary to employee. Electricity expenses, telephone mobile expenses, printing and stationery expenses, rent expenses. These all are recurring expenses because business pay every month this type of expenses. Now from this operating ratio, this ratio indicate the operational efficiency and profit earning capacity of the business. This is very important ratio. This operating ratio you can calculate operational efficiency or profit earning capacity of a particular business. Now the next ratio, operating profit ratio. For calculation of operating profit ratio, the formula is operating profit divided by net sales multiply 100. Net sales as it is same, okay, but operating profit, here operating profit means if you have gross profit, from gross profit you subtract operating expenses. So this information you can calculate operating profit and then applying in formula and calculate operating profit ratio. This operating profit ratio indicates operating efficiency of the firm. Now the next. Now expenses ratio. Here we have different type of expenses ratio. We can calculate or we can relationship with sales to a different ratios like material consume ratio. You can calculate material consume ratio through applying this material consumed divided by net sales multiply 100. You can find relationship with financial expenses. So this you can calculate financial expenses ratio like financial expenses divided by net sales multiply 100. We can also calculate manufacturing expenses ratio, administrative expenses ratio, selling and distribution expenses ratio through applying this all these particular expenses divided by net sales multiply 100. Now then on basis on sales, the last one is net profit ratio. For calculation of net profit, this is a simple formula, net profit divided by net sales multiply 100. This is all ratio on the basis of sales. Now the overall summary for regarding this, it is the reveal overall profitability and efficiency of the business. If the net profit is high, this ratio is high means adequate return to the owner and the firm capacity to stand in a competitive market. If the net profit ratio calculated on before tax profit, it is measure the managerial efficiency. If the calculated by taking after tax, then it is used for comparing two firm or for the owner purpose. Here we have two sides, before tax and after tax. This is all about the based on sales. Now then, based on capital. Here we calculate profitability based on capital. Efficiency of an enterprise can be judged by capital employed also because sometimes conclusion drawn on the basis of net profit to sales may be misleading. Then this ratio is required based on capital. Under this, the first one, return on capital employed. This return on capital employed we also known as a return on investment. For calculation of this, the formula is net profit before tax divided by capital employed multiply 100. Under this capital employed means gross capital employed, we can calculate fixed assets plus current assets. If we calculate net capital employed, then total assets minus current liability. Through this we can calculate net capital employed. If we calculate average capital employed, the formula is opening and closing capital employed divided by 2. Through this we can calculate average capital employed. Now the interpretation for regarding this ratio, it is barometer of overall performance of the enterprises. It is measure of earning power of the net assets of the business. It is beneficial for inter-firm or intra-firm comparison. Through this ratio, we can compare inter-firm or intra-firm. This ratio, it is expressed in detail by dew point analysis as follows. Return on net worth. Now next one, return on net worth. For calculation of this, the net profit before tax and interest, It means EBIT, net profit before tax and interest, divided by net worth multiply 100. So this you can calculate net worth ratio. The next one, return on equity shareholder fund. For return on equity shareholder fund, you can use this formula: net profit after tax minus preference share dividend divided by equity shareholder fund, then multiply 100. Here, using this formula, you can calculate return on equity shareholder fund. This ratio provide adequate test to evaluate whether a company has earned satisfactory return for its equity shareholder or not. Through this, you can calculate this. Investor can compare the normal rate of return in market with this rate to reach on investment deduction. And last one, return on total assets. This return on total assets you can calculate through applying this formula: net profit after tax divided by total assets multiply 100. Now, this is all about this lecture. Thank you.